The Crypto Otaku here to bring you the chaos and the crypto news. How the hell you guys doing? How you doing? We are back, baby. We are back. Things are moving. Things are slowly moving, I should say. Hope you guys haven't sold off your bags. The hype of the beginning of the bull market. Oh man, oh man. There's always something not working right. There's always something. Let's get this going. Back there. Can't have nothing not working on my screen. Come on. We're probably not going to get that screen today. Technical difficulties, guys. Technical difficulties. Anyway, how you guys doing? How you feeling? Corey's in the house. His best hour at work, dude. This is your best hour? Well, I'm glad. I'm happy to be there in your best hour of work. Hopefully, it's your final hour at work. You're not getting in trouble or anything. But yeah, tonight. Let's unpack where we're at. Guys. But of course, there's Bitcoin Chan just making her way off the stage. Let's get the dancing mascots out of here. My computer can barely handle it anymore, guys. I am looking forward to getting rich with you guys and building a brand new PC, because you need to be rich now to build a new PC. These days, back in the day, you could build a mid-range computer for like $500. I used to slap stuff together all the time. It would be awesome. Be able to play like stuff like Doom 3 back in the day in the early 2000s. Or like later in the years with like Skyrim. It only cost you like $500 to build a freaking badass PC. Now it costs you $5,000. You tell me that's not inflation, man. I don't know what else is. All right. So anyway, let's close all that up here. Here in a minute. Let's turn this damn thing off. It's not working. And then yeah, let's get into it. Okay. So Bitcoin Chan is telling us that, yeah, we're on point from where we were last night. God dang it! I was right again! I'm sick of winning, guys! Trump was right! You're gonna be winning so much, you're gonna get tired of winning, and I keep getting it, like, nailing it on these freaking predictions every night, guys. It's pissing me off. I gotta clean this up. Alright, I'm gonna call it. Once you hit 15, I'm just gonna call it. I'm right 15 days in a row. It's absolutely absurd. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and today would be our 15th day. All right, I'm calling it. I can't handle this, guys. My computer cannot keep this up, so I'm gonna clean this all up after the night stream. This is absurd. I cannot believe we've been on point for that long, but I think it's just because it's been so predictable for so long, right? I want a goddamn Godzilla candle. Where's my Godzilla candle? Where is it? I want it, and I want it now. And we're due for one, honestly. We're really due for one. But I think once everyone starts paying their taxes, rolling everything into the beginning of the year, looking at these big companies and their budgets, where are they going to be throwing their money? We're going to find out which projects here soon. But anyway, just a quick recap from last night. Of course, this is our base, our bull, and our bear case target, and then our super troll. Again, I'm trying to push the extremes here. Super troll, super bear, and super bear and super bull targets. Of course, honestly, pretty crazy how everything basically lined up to our super bull target at the very end of where I drew that line. Look at this. It's insane. From our bear, from our bull case to super bull target, we hit the nail on the head. This is stupid, guys. This is so stupid. But that's why we do this. Because our space is so stupid. But yeah, the super bear, that was so troll, of course. We're probably never going to see that. Never say never. But everyone, of course, playing on the emotions of the super bears out there who's still calling for the 87K drop. I don't see it, man. Unless we have some crazy macro conditions, we're probably not going to see anything like that happen until, yeah, I mean, never say never. Maybe the bull cycle ends. Who knows? Anyway, moving on. Let's get into some of our metrics for the day. All right, let's get going. Guys, I am blind today. For some reason, my YouTube control panel on OBS is not working, so I have no idea who's in the chat, how many of you guys are in the chat. Give me a shout out if you're out there, because I'm going in blind tonight, as I usually do anyway. I've been doing this stream whether there's no one on here, whether there's 10 people on here, whether it's 30, 100. I don't care. I do this stream the same way. It does not affect me one bit. Anyway, let's see what's going on with heat map, guys. Don't pay for something you get for free, as Oscar is going to tell you.
What are you, stupid?
Buy stuff you pay. Yeah, you don't save your subscription fee money for something better, guys. Because yeah, we got this on the fly for free on YouTube, brought to you by Kimber the White Snow Lion. Any reference for those who know, you can check that on YouTube. Anyway, guys, it's showing us the liquid map, basically setting up right on target to where we are. Everything else above and below us is now basically free and open. If we ever fall, we're gonna free fall. If we climb, we're gonna basically shoot up with a rocket to these higher levels. Basically, setting up shop at 110 as a huge barrier of point of contingency, and right there at 100K. So, like I said last time, you see those levels at 99K. Boom! They're probably going to get bought up immediately like they did the last two times. And then 110 and up shooting right through that until we hit about 115. 115 is going to be our target for tonight. If not tonight, but like that's what we're going to use as our top of the curve tonight. Anyway, we'll take a look at this at the end of our stream, see where we are within the hour, or we're just getting things started, guys. We're just getting things started. Let's go. All right. U.S. national debt climbing to 36,400 billion in U.S. debt. The Doge clock is now continuing to go, saving us only $16 billion currently in the fiscal year of 2024. 2025. Jeez, it's going to be a while until we get over that hump. Fear and greed for stonks still sitting on neutral on the day. Nothing new to see here. Just barely holding on to neutral. Crypto fear and greed sitting in at 75. Really nothing day, guys. It's pretty much been a nothing day. A lot of news to kind of regurgitate. And people are calling for some crazy price action for some of our favorite crypto projects. But yeah, it's been kind of a lackluster news-driven day. Everything's just kind of going off for what happened earlier in the week. I feel like Trump probably is taking a deserved rest after his hand has been signing so many damn, what do you call it? Executive order, right? Executive orders. So that's what's going on right now with our space on the stonks. Okay, dollar is dropping a little bit, which is good to see for Bitcoin and risk on assets. Falling down from 108 and some change yesterday, now to 107. Bullish, guys. Crypto fear and bubbles on the day. Look at this, guys. Oof. Look at the anime coin. Actually got in the top 100. What the world? No, we're showing the top 200 right now. Top 100 right now. Looking rough, guys. Not gonna lie. Some great things to maybe swing trade, possibly. But honestly, I'm not seeing anything I really like up on the day. There's Litecoin up 6% on, of course, the more news of ETFs rolling on out for Litecoin. Ondo's up 4%. I don't know, guys. Qcoin again in the green. I really don't want to shout out that project. I'm not a big fan. Jasmy's up 2%. Not too shabby. Still has a long way to go. And I've got some news on that, too. There's no shortage of Jasmy news today. All right, let's keep going. Market cap dominance. Oh my God, guys, we get closer to 60 again. Oh my God. Altcoin season is postponed for the time being. Until this thing shakes off, man, we're going to have to wait. Like I keep saying, I feel like this is going to be an extended Bitcoin cycle. This is going to basically rip the faces off of everyone's, price predictions. We may need to readjust some of our targets. Not gonna lie. And then, of course, we've got top 10 assets in our space. Right now, sitting at number 10 is Tron, believe it or not. What? Tron sitting at number 10 right now. Pushing Chainlink out. Cardano number 9. And Avalanche 12. Stellar Lumens, of course, are passing Sui on the last couple days. And then we have honorable mention going out to Jasmy, sitting at 75, up. What is it? 7 points? 7 points today in market cap. Not too bad. And this is early, guys. This coin's going to double again in size as it did just a few weeks ago. A few months ago. Well, it was like 4 weeks ago. It was like 6 cents or more. Anyway, moving on. Then we got, of course, my favorite metric every single day to look at. Of course, if you guys care about our favorite granddaddy coin, Bitcoin. Yeah, this is it. This is what's left, guys. We've got, yesterday we had a record of 2.17 million Bitcoin left on exchanges. With the crazy amount of volume happening right now, I would not be surprised if we're putting in lower. But yeah, it looks like we're right now, boom, dropping off to still maintain that 2.17 million range. Yeah, it's going to be really interesting what happens next week. Don't fade that one, guys. Alrighty, MicroStrategy still sitting at 461,000 Bitcoin. iShares BlackRock, my God, guys, almost 575,000 Bitcoin now accumulated. Fidelity over 212 and some change thousand. And then we've got Grayscale sitting at holding on to at least 200,000 Bitcoin. That's where we are with the big boys today. Arkshire's still not holding on to at least 50K of Bitcoin. All right, Aaron Burgers, Otaku, what's up in the house? How's it going, Aaron? How's it going, my guy? We're getting through the metrics, my guy. We're getting through it. Of course, we're still in the accumulation zone for Bitcoin. We need to be in this range for you to accumulate at a decent price until we're in the still cheap range of 126 and above. Guys, we have a long way to go still. A long way to go. We got to get up to at least 200K to be in the hodl ranges. Holy crap. More Bitcoin to stack. Still sitting at number 7 in market cap. Yeah, nothing's changed there. And then we get into the news. I'm into the news. I've got a lot of news pulled up for today to blow through. We're going to get a lightning round going. Some of the stuff is just regurgitating stuff earlier in the week with some more details. And then we've got some big darlings, man. People are starting to bring Jasmine front and center. Onyx now. Onyx coin is now being front and center in some of these news sources, news outlets, right? And of course, guys, I am over at hanging out with Rob in the evening hours after this stream with Crypto Futures Rob. And we've been talking about Onyx. He just made me a boatload of money. And I've only been hanging out with him for like less than a week. So let's freaking go. Shout out to Rob. Hell yeah, man. I really appreciate it. All right, so let's get going with this, right? Let's get going with the news stuff. Right before I do, let's see if I can get my... It's just not happening tonight. I just can't get that to work today. All right, out of here. I'll try to fix it for Rob's stream. But anyway, yeah, it looks like some of the headlines on here today, mostly just kind of pushing, you know, the Trump coins, the exchanges that are performing right now. Great, stable coins, yada yada, Avant, who cares? Trump's America's first policies threaten African currencies. It's gonna threaten every currency. Are you kidding me? Why are we even talking about that? We talked about this yesterday. BRICS challenges dollar dominance in Iran. I mean, yeah, we are going to see the death of fiat very soon. Maybe not very soon, but we're gonna see, like, people are gonna start waking up to the possibility of the death of fiat very soon, I should say. Anyway, let's move on. Days after Gensler leaves, the SEC rescinds the controversial crypto accounting guidance SAB 121. Right, we reappealed that bill yesterday. I covered it, but now there's more details, of course, for that. Super excited because, again, in our Twitter segment, we will reiterate that as well. Michael Saylor's prediction, if these 3 check marks are all checked, $5 million Bitcoin is basically guaranteed. And yeah, SAB 121 bill is definitely one of those check marks, guys. Pay attention. Crazy stuff's happening next week. And the few weeks following into February. It's going to be a crazy ride. All right, so the SEC's move on Thursday marked another shakeup. The agency's following former SEC Chair Gary Gensler's resignation and potentially new era of regulating crypto. The agency issued staff accounting bulletin number 122, which rescinds the interpreted guidance included the topic 5. Do we have to really read this jargon, this bureaucratic garbage? Bye SAB 121. That's what I'm talking about. The SEC Commissioner Hessner Peirce on Thursday said in a post on X, "It's not been fun, but there's better days to come." Peirce previously denounced the SAB 121 bill, calling it pernicious weed. Wow, that's a mouthful. Back in April at an event, the crypto industry raised concerns about the SAB 121 bill over the past year. The bulletin requires firms that custody cryptocurrencies to record their customers' crypto holdings as liabilities on their balance sheets. We don't have to do that anymore, right? We don't have to do that anymore. Yeah, so... last year, lawmakers went from as far as the vote to measure repeal the guidance. Guys, I hate to rehash this stuff every single time, but basically it was a bipartisan support bill. We completely obliterated it. It was passed with flying colors, and then Biden's cabinet stepped in to veto it. Just a little bit of history, of course, we covered that last year. I don't want to read this whole damn freaking article for that. And anyway, Gensler took a different approach to regulating crypto. Of course, we know it was enforcement, basically, for no reason. All right, moving on. I think Emmer said it the best. Treating the crypto industry like a cop on the beat. That's what, of course, Republican Representative Tom Emmer said last year. Okay. Bye-bye, Gary. Bye-bye, Gary. That's all I got to say there. Trump Doge Bonk ETFs likely be approved. I've been talking about this one all week, guys. The Dogecoin's getting a freaking ETF. Can you believe it? You know what happened last time we got ETFs for Bitcoin? Yeah, we went from 50K to 100K. So, will Doge go from 50 cents to $1? Probably. Especially when everyone's bringing up the damn Dogecoin in conversation. Speaking of Doge, we are going to do a quick checkup on the government website. We've been checking on this ever since the first day. They had the meme coin pictures trolling on it, but then they took it down. And it's probably because of all the negative light they got on it. But let's see if it's still up. Did you bring it back up? No. Look at that. Still black. Still blank. That's disappointing. All right. So anyway, ARK Invest Kathy Wood says she won't buy the Trump token due to its lack of utility as she remains focused on Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Solana. The likelihood of the first meme coin based exchange traded tokens. And guys, I have to give a shout out to Kathy. I love Kathy. She's one of the first few people to get me in the space when it made me realize that this is something huge. And of course, we're talking about her and her mentor Arthur, not Arthur Hayes. The other, I forget his last name. But anyway, Art Laffer, yes. And Art Laffer and her going back and forth about how Bitcoin's a huge concept, and of course, for venture capitalists like her, being very disruptive to current technologies, which is how you make money with venture capitalists. You got to be as disruptive as possible, take down all the current walls we're building and knock them all down, and usher in something brand totally new. And this is the biggest idea ever, in her opinion, in her eyes. And what really engaged me in it was the conversation she had with her mentor Art about it being a rules-based monetary system. Huge, and I love always going back to that that really old video interview, guys. If you guys ever have seen it, I'm sure you have if you've been in our space for a while. But that is what basically flipped the light switch on for me. Then Michael Saylor and everything else was basically the icing on the cake at the end of 2020 for me. All right. Anyway, enough about my history in our space. The likelihood of our first meme coin based exchange traded fund is now growing under new leadership. The U.S. securities regulator industry watches the total the watchers told Cointelegraph. Jesus. Despite increasing ETF likelihood paired with a massive rally following the launch of President Donald Trump's official Trump meme coin, right? We've been talking about this damn thing all since last weekend. ARK Invest Kathy Wood said she would not be investing in the token for their focus remaining on the three largest cryptocurrencies, which of course are going to be Bitcoin, Solana, and Ethereum. She says that the first wave of meme coins based on ETFs gaining traction partly due to the new leadership in the U.S. Securities Exchange Commission, which is Trump, Doge, and Bonk ETF approvals. She says she's not buying them. She's not buying the damn things. I do hold some Dogecoin though. I'm just letting you guys know. At the end of last year, or the beginning of this year, I bought a big bag of Doge. So I'm sitting on that for the remaining of the year. Probably gonna sell off. I'll let you guys know. Abdul Cindy, how the hell you been, my guy? Sup. Yes. Hopefully you're safe over in California. Hopefully the fires have started to die down for you. Jesus. Oh, you had a 4 million Doge bag back in the day? Damn, Abdul. Surely, that's crazy. It's a huge bag, my guy. I don't have anywhere near that amount in Doge. Oh, my God, no. Kathy Wood won't invest in Trump coin, will stick to the big three. That's pretty much the big takeaway. She says Trump isn't going to have any utility. There's speculation, and you'll get to meet President Trump as one of those utilities owning this coin. I don't know if most of that's the case or not, but so far as we know, we don't know of any utility for this coin except for the meme coin craze that is, of course, Trump himself. That's what, according to Kathy Wood. Alrighty. And then Trump family may build giant businesses on Ethereum. We know that was originally Larry Fink's idea, right? That he was going to build the entire tokenization of all stocks, U.S. traded funds, right, on Ethereum. Is that still the case? I don't know. I don't know if that's still the case. My freaking camera's like off kilted. What in the world, guys? Okay then. But yeah, Abdul Cindy says, if only you would have kept the coin I had, I would have been in 9 figures. Holy crap, man. Holy crap. That would have been insane. Especially if you ever get to $1, right? Which is right around the corner, in my opinion. I think that's more than likely going to happen this year. I mean, hell, these ETFs could go to multiple dollars per Doge. I mean, it's crazy that sounds. I don't know, guys. I still like the true utility, right? I always use this as an example, right? I've got these toys all over my desk, right? I've got Sailor Mercury, right? She's got no utility. She can turn her head. I think that's it. I think that's pretty much all she has. If you guys are a big fan of Sailor Moon, a friend of mine bought this for me. All she can do is turn her head. She's got no utility. She's a meme coin. But then of course I've got like I've got orange pills on my desk. These are great. You take one out, you give one to your friends. You give them a little bit of financial freedom, right? In a pill form, and then they taste good too. So yeah, that's my my 2 cents anyway on difference between meme coins and utility coins. Anyway, so yeah, Trump's executive order establishes crypto task force and bans CBDCs. We talked about this yesterday. That was probably the biggest thing that we got out of that, other than the formation of the crypto task force, right? Which is going to be, of course, having Cynthia Lummis in the lead of that department. And then, yeah, we got the repeal of the SAB 121 bill. I think that's basically, in a nutshell, a good synopsis of what happened yesterday. But yeah, CBDCs are not going to be huge in our country, and I kind of feel like that's making some of the XRP Moon Boys mad. At least that's how it feels on crypto Twitter anyway. Anyway, so I'm not even going to read that article. It's kind of self-explanatory at this point. 877% monthly price spike. What's going on with Onyx, guys? Well, I had to bring this up because this was front and center today on cryptonews.net. I had to show you this, guys, because I've been doing the live streams with Rob at Crypto Future, and he got me into Onyx. He got me into Onyx because I started doing research on it, and I started seeing similar price action to Jasmine, what happened last year, and I'm like, you know what? I'm in. I'm sold. I'm in. And I bought like 1 million freaking coins when it was it had a dip under a penny. And yeah, I'm like, I'm going for it. Boom! Instantly blew up. And yeah, he's made me a ton of money. But yeah, I think there's tons of potential for Onyx coming in the future. It's a great blockchain. I'm here to give you the lowdown, right, on what's going on with Onyx Chain tonight. What's going on in the chat, man? Before we get into that, because that's a big thing. Yeah, geez, Abdul Cindy. I've been accumulating since 2012, Bitcoin, ETH, Doge, and Troll, and a bunch of other coins I mined back in. Wow, that's insane, Abdul. Yeah, I didn't know you were an OG, my guy. Basically an OG. Executive order to release JFK files. Yes, that is gonna be crazy. Oh my God, if it's anything like what I assume it's gonna be. We are going to be flipping. Heads are going to roll. Let's go. Ethereum. Tradano says in the chat, what is going on with it? Is Ethereum moving? Because my God, that would usher out the bull run. It's not. I mean, it's still range bound. It's still, going up a little higher. But, yeah, ETH's just kind of just sitting back, just waiting. Anyway, what else we got? The Onyx Go Rock Throw Attack. What the hell? Aaron Berger's Go Rock Throw Attack. Onyx. All right, just in general, Truck Donald says with ETH. Gotcha. All right. Yeah, and of course, when ETH rallies, man, everything's going to go crazy. Amazing coins for you, everyone. Hello. How's it going, man? How's it going? We're about ready to dive into Onyx. So, again, quick little synopsis. I've been on Crypto Futures channel, right? I was right after this show. I'm going to be on there tonight. Yeah, I got into Onyx Coin. Rob told me about it. I got going. I threw some money at it. I made a ton of money. And I think there's a ton of upside potential here to go. And this was in front and center. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to cover this tonight. And I think Rob would appreciate it. So Onyx Coin has stunned the crypto world with its explosive performance January 2025. Investors have witnessed a remarkable growth. Guys, it was like over 1,000%. I sent a text message to a friend of mine, Mr. Z, I call him, here on the show. I have him every once in a while. He's been not wanting to come on lately, though. He's been kind of I don't know. Stick in the mud. But I sent him this. This is on the month. 1,114%. And that wasn't even when it was at its all-time high of 30, not all-time high, but year-to-date high of 3 cents. So, yeah, it's been explosive. Right now, of course, sitting at 877% roughly in this month. Of course, coming down from what I just showed you. What is Onyx Coin? So Onyx Coin powers the Onyx blockchain infrastructure, enabling businesses to build financial systems with unmatched speed and scalability. The utility token supports transactions validations on the network governance, making it essential for Onyx ecosystem. It's a flagship product. Onyx Core allows developers and institutions to operate blockchain networks seamlessly. With its strong foundation, Onyx is carving a niche in the competitive Web3 space. So again, not too flashy, sounds kind of boring, but it's got great utility. Recent price trends, a remarkable surge. Onyx Coin's journey in January of 2025 reflects the power of momentum and community support. On January 5th, the token traded for 0.0002. Guys, this is kind of like, again, this is what I saw in it. I'm like, this reminds me of Jasmy in 2024, when we went from half a penny or a quarter of a penny to a freaking 6 pennies. I mean, it was insane. It was absolutely absurd, man. I made like my first 100x on Jasmy, so I'm like, I gotta get in on this. So yeah, though it has since retraced slightly, Onyx Coin now trades at around 2 cents, making significant progress within a few weeks. Pretty crazy, guys. All right, so the key metrics reflect growing confidence. The current market capitalization of Onyx Coin stands in at 662 million. Guys, it's a baby. It's a baby. And on that note, we are still just under 100 in market cap, right? We haven't broken out into the top 100. And when that does happen, this coin is going to get a lot more attention, in my opinion. So yeah, in addition, Onyx Coin demonstrated resilience in larger scale. Yeah, when everything else retraced, Onyx was kept pumping. It reminded me of Sui in that regard as well, and Chainlink, and XRP, like some of the stronger tokens in the midst of all this chaos. I said it. All right. So anyway, Onyx Coin's rapidly rise as attributed to several interconnected factors. First, its strong utility within the Onyx ecosystem has attracted developers and institutions seeking efficient blockchain solutions. The Onyx Core protocol's ability to support seamless asset transfer has enhanced its credibility among users. Additionally, community backing has played a pivotal role. Social media buzz highlighting the growing interest from institutional investors and whales, boosting liquidity and market confidence. I've also heard too, I had to ask Rob about this, but I've heard that when Coinbase brought back their offerings for Bitcoin-backed loans, that Onyx was a player in that. Like, it's part of their protocol, I'm assuming. But I don't know. I don't have 100% of the, on that. But yeah, it seems like, again, if you guys, not financial advice, if you guys haven't picked this one up yet, it's a great buy in my opinion. I could easily see kind of targets similarly to where Jasmy, I feel like, is going. Jasmy maybe touching 65 cents, 70 cents. I'm looking at getting out around 50 cents. And this coin's looking at hitting like a 30 or 40 cent target. That's kind of our range. So yeah, if you guys are looking at this, everyone's starting to talk about it now. I just wanted to mention it because I was on Rob's stream and I made a ton of money. That's it, guys. All right, so moving on from that, we got some Jasmy news coming up too. Alrighty, quick check in the chat real quick. Let's see what we got. Hello coins, I'll be looking for passive income ideas for this bull run. Any ideas? Aaron Burgers, I just showed you a good one. I just showed you, honestly, if you have a load of Bitcoin, you could be looking at Bitcoin-backed loans as well for passive income. I'm looking at doing that once I sell my house. AI coins, that's a good one too, Abdul. Truck Donald says, Jasmy gets crap, but my profits from it speaks otherwise. Yeah, I'm right there with you too, man. I made so much on Jasmy. I mean, it's absurd, absolutely absurd. But you gotta wait. You gotta wait right now if you're just getting in. I'm telling you, the momentum is going to be explosive this year. It's going to be crazy. What's the ticker on Onyx? It's XCN. That's right, Aaron Burgers. Wow, 1.2 billion in volume is absolutely crazy. XCN and Jasmine undercover. Yeah, he knows what it's all about. Of course, in our, in our group, that's Jasmine's our darling, and now XCN is changing my changing my viewpoint. I have a lot of risky AI coins. Potential is massive. I agree. Virtual. I have a bag of virtuals. I had to get some of that, of course, when that ran up, and still has a long way to run, in my opinion. They have an amazing trajectory in the near future. All right. Got 19. Wow. Jeez, man. Jeez, Abdul. That's crazy. All right, let's get back into the news. This one, of course, is what about SAB 121? I don't think we really need to go over this. Of course, now the banks have the ability to custody your crypto. They're going to get into that in a huge way in 2025. Strategic Bitcoin reserves, everything you need to know. This one kind of, again, grinds my gears because we're looking at, again, not Bitcoin, but shitcoins, right? Backing the US dollar, or backing, the US backing the strategic reserves of crypto in general. I feel like Donald Trump did us a little bit of a, switch and a reversal on this. It reminds me of Indiana Jones when you're grabbing the golden idol. He's like, for sand. Oh, no, it's about the same amount. Not quite, but that's, not just Bitcoin now. Anyway, every bull cycle has a dominant narrative, and this time it centers on the feverish expectation that the U.S. will create a Bitcoin strategic reserve. Is it coming? Is it here? I don't know, guys. We'll see. Supporters argue that this 21st century version of stockpiles created the other commodities with limited supplies. I thought was really interesting about this article. I don't want to go into all of it because, again, we got tons to go through today. But yeah, of course, it highlights, of course, the Cynthia Lummis and her organization that's going to be pushing forward with these new policies. But then we also had just the boomers that just don't get it. And we've got this one little gem right here.
Why would the government choose to support, by accumulating a sterile inventory, a bunch of Bitcoin? There's no reason to do that other than to pander to generous special interest campaign contributors.
I mean, he's not wrong. I mean, that was kind of what, why Trump did it. I mean, he came out of freaking left field and did it, but it's also, he's of course not doing the research to know why it would be great for our country. So is it achievable? And for fiat, the elimination of fiat, the slow death of fiat. Is it achievable? Is it a good idea? With the wars waging against the two continents, economic challenges, migration crisis, and divided nation, Trump has no shortage of pressing issues to deal with in the second term. Guys, I've got tons of stuff to show you in our Twitter segment. I can't believe what's happening in our country right now. It's nuts. It's like a totally different world overnight. And it's the worst case scenario. It's possible that Trump won't deliver on any of the pro-crypto promises. He won't be able to rerun re-election again. So there's technically like little stopping him for pocketing the donations from the industry. The biggest argument I had for this, and again, I've read all this before, just wanted to give you guys my lowdown, is that for them to continue on forward, and at the very end of the article reminded me, Trump only has 4 years, right? And he has to do this within the first 2 years, or that's pretty much it. And for him to just say Bitcoin strategic reserve, that will honestly kind of slow down the progress of this. I'm starting to understand why they went with a crypto, reserve, and they're gonna have a Bitcoin strategic reserve. They can't just eliminate, the Bitcoin maxis. I mean, Michael Saylor wouldn't be there if it was just like a shitcoin reserve. So, they have to get this in place in a huge way that pushes legislation to accept crypto in general, and then build on top of that a Bitcoin strategic reserve. So this may take a little longer than we're hoping, but this is like the first step. This is the first big step, and I'm excited now. Now that I truly understand it, and I understand the strategy around it, it's not as simple as just, we can have a Bitcoin reserve, because then it could just go away, and the next, if a Democrat or a non-crypto pro-president gets in office. All right, so of course I just wanted to underline that for anyone who's trying to figure this out, like everyone else right now is running around with their heads cut off, and you can see it in the price of Bitcoin. You can see it. Right? Why are we not at all-time highs? Why did we not get to our Super Bowl target, even though we came right back down to touch it anyway today? And that's why I think there's just so much confusion. People are trying to unwrap everything. We didn't get everything clear picture yesterday, but now it's starting to. It's for people that want to sit there and read, right? Read, do the research. You will understand what's happening behind the scenes. All right. Another U.S. state takes the steps to create a Bitcoin strategic reserve. Guys, we got another state. Which one is it? Ohio. Only in Ohio. Did we already add? I feel like we already added Ohio. But yeah, let me get our Bitcoin map open, and we'll add another state to our map tonight. Bitcoin U.S. states map. Yeah, we already added Ohio. That's not like totally. This is only 2 hours ago. Man, we're ahead on them. Of course, crypto Twitter's ahead on them. So you can see I already made Ohio a Bitcoin strategic reserve backed, a state looking for a Bitcoin strategic reserve. Guys, if this is the first time you've seen this. This is my Bitcoin map. We're painting this damn country orange one day at a time. U.S. states are considering more Bitcoin exposure to date. Bitcoin-backed pension funds accepting Bitcoin payments are going to be in the lighter colored orange states. And, of course, anything we've reported over the last year, right, over the last year plus, about all this happening, I've got pretty much outlined here in this little chart. And then a strategic reserve. And let me know if I'm missing one. Because I know there's other states doing accepting payments, like we just talked about Hawaii doing that a few weeks ago. But yeah, there's probably other states that I'm missing back pension funds on. But except, looking at a strategic Bitcoin reserve, we're up to 12 now, guys. That's over a fifth of our country. It's not slowing down. All right, so this was a kind of I don't know why a nothing article, really. We already covered it. We already got it. We're already ahead of cryptonews.net. All right, moving on. Jasmy, guys. Of course, I had to pull up. Anytime Jasmy's listed in the front page of any of these news sites, I have to talk about it. It's our baby. And of course, in Japan, the Bitcoin of Japan, Jasmy nears critical support zone, offering bulls an opportunity to begin control of the price breakout for Jasmy. I know Rob over at Crypto Future has been very bullish on this and the short term. He just threw like 10 grand at it. I just bought like 20 or 30 grand worth of it at the beginning of the year. I'm bullish on it. He's bullish on it. We know where we're going. We're going up, and we got a lot of news to cover for Jasmy tonight. Actually, a lot of Twitter news too. So yeah, Jasmy. So I wanted to kind of just point this out. Again, this was brought to you by Crypto Newsland, and they're highlighting Jasmy for potential breakout. Bitcoin recently set an all-time high of 109 over the last few days, right? Time for altcoin season to peak, to arrive. Maybe the first peak anyway. Historically, the peak of alt season has always arrived in Q1 following the Bitcoin halving year. This period has arrived once again. The analysts are preparing to reap the massive gains from the most promised bullish altcoins. One such bullish altcoin is asset known as the Bitcoin of Japan. Jasmy nears a critical support zone right now for a potential breakup over 6.5 cents. Guys, that's like a 2x overnight, basically, possibly on the horizon. I'd argue and say at the beginning of the month, next month. That's kind of where I'm looking at. And yeah, they outline that here as well. So, if you guys are not bullish enough yet, I don't know what you're waiting for. You might want to stack up some of these dips, man. Stack up. I'm just saying, not financial advice. Quick, back to the chat, my guys. You guys blowing up my chat tonight. Holy crap. XCN and Jasmy, yes. Virtuals. ZKGPT, what is that? Oh, you're talking about all these risky, that's right, risky AI coins. Right. I'm looking for the next Palantir. Really? Palantir? Is that PLTR? I'm assuming it's Palantir. Not crypto, but it's okay. There's AI plays abound, balances Trocdano. More fiat I make, I can put into the crypto. Yeah, exactly. That's the sad part. Yeah, you got to get your hands back and dirty in the fiat, right? You got to reach into this shit that you don't want to touch, and you got to go buy some more of this stuff. But that's the sad truth. Jasmy, this cycle will print. You know it. You know it. And we got more to talk about why it's going to print too. What's the next? My next target for? I just told you. I feel it the same way. I feel like we're going back up there. Test 6.5. We can get back on the chart real quick. Just a quick little checkup on Jasmy, breaking out a little bit right now from a new low high, right? A little higher low. Yeah, and next target would be to retest 3 cents again. Again, we've been kind of fudding around here in this level. I actually drew this back here. I couldn't believe that played out like perfectly. I just drew that one night. I'm like, I kind of see like a maybe like a Adam and Eve or something developing like back here, and I was like charting that out. I'm like, I wonder if that'll break out and go up. And it did the inverse, but still ran up. Kind of weird. But yeah, I still feel like we have to go much higher for Jasmy. But we were looking at a short-term breakout, possibly reclaiming 3 cents. Yeah, maybe a cup handle forming here in the next few hours. I can tell you too that we've seen Jasmy do crazy shit over the weekends. Like, I'm talking like 2 or 3 cents added to its price over the weekend. So I would not be surprised we see that again. That was last February too. We're right around the corner. It's right around the corner. And to April as well, we also had some crazy price action in the past. You can see back here. Boom, guys. This is where we first had the huge breakout in February last year. Huge. We went from under half a penny to basically touching 2.75 pennies. Yeah, and we just kept running into April. So March, that's April, March, June, July, yeah, into June. And then we had, of course, the sell and may go away mentality, and then, of course, reclaiming back in November. And this is probably going to be a similar setup for this year, too, in my opinion. It's kind of the same sort of thing we had in the 21-21 cycle, what we see here in this chart. So I'm really bullish on Jasmy. Again, we're still, like, developing, like, a long... If you go out and zoom out the chart, it looks like we're creating this giant megaphone. So yeah, I'm still very bullish on Jasmy. I still have an exit strategy at 45 cents for half my stack. I'm only going to sell half my stack, possibly at that level, and then wait for maybe a $1 target or more. Maybe just leave it there forever. I don't know. At that point, like, who really cares? I got so much money in crypto we're making, right, guys? We got so much money we're making in crypto. It's probably not going to matter at that point. All right, let's get back into the news, and I've got some more stuff to show you. Vitalik outlined strategy for scaling Ethereum and strengthening ETH, as he really needed to speak about it this week because everyone was talking so much smack to Vitalik about his layer 1 project. All right. So yeah, the layer 2 growth. And that was the thing with the last big upgrade. It was supposed to make everything on on the layer 2 is really scale and work wonders. And we got the prices down, of course, on fees on layer 2s, but layer 1 is still a slowpoke, man. It's still nasty to work with. Ethereum co-founder Vitalik Buterin outlined a multi-pronged strategy to scale Ethereum's ecosystem by fostering growth in layer 2 solutions. Yes, that's what happened last time with the blob scaling, reinforcing Ethereum's code and ecosystem's primarily economic driver. Oh my god, I gotta go through these fast now, guys. I'm running out of time. L2 growth for scalability. What was his solution for all of this stuff? Decentralizing without utility. The risk of decentralizing without utility. Buterin highlighted the need to continue building Ethereum's technical and social properties and utility. He warned that the lack of utility will create a decel community that raises fears but has no position to actually offer a better alternative. Oh, Jesus. So what are you creating, Vitalik? What are you creating? A collaborative approach to Ethereum network. Buterin recently said that he remains solely in control of the Ethereum Foundation's leadership. I don't know, man. I don't know. Buterin said that the decision remains to determine who heads the EF until planned reforms to create a proper board. And this sounds very fuddish, man. Very fuddish. I have a big bag of ETH. I don't know. I might just start rolling it into some other projects. The problem is, most projects are built on ETH. So what are you going to do? Roll it into another L2? It's still built on ETH. Like, I mean, a lot of these projects can find another L1 to switch blockchains, and that might be the biggest fear I have personally. All right, moving on. Michael Saylor's bold vision, $5 trillion framework. Yeah, we've already got through it, guys. That was it. we checked the last one off with the SAB 121 bill. Saylor's framework proposed 6 distinct digital asset classes to regulate clarity for Bitcoin and crypto assets, digital commodity issuers backed by a digital power, e.g. Bitcoin, digital security tied to traditional finance assets like equity and debt, digital currency issues backed by pegged fiat, like stablecoins, and then digital token NFTs and the utility driving fungible tokens. Okay, he's just talking about what, he details. Actually, I think I have a better article to show you that was actually shared on Twitter that outlines this better and clear and more clear to his proposal. But basically what he's talking about is creating a defined regulatory clarity for crypto in our space. And I think he's created a really good, a really good structure. You could have basically your shit coins, right? NFTs, your, digital security tokens, like stocks or IPO backed security tokens, and digital currencies, stable coins, and then digital commodities like Bitcoin. So yeah, I like his proposal that's outlined for a clear tax economy. I don't know. Legitimacy and compliance empowers issuers to transparent disclosures of the ethical obligations, ensuring. Man, so much bureaucracy, man. I'm not for it. I'm just not having it. We got to go through all this stuff. But anyway, Michael Saylor, of course, is part of the big vision that is going to move our markets, and he's meeting with so many key individuals in the White House here in the last few weeks. John McAfee AI token. I don't know if you guys saw this. The John McAfee AI token. I don't want to spend too much time on this, but of course, early crypto proponent John McAfee has posthumously announced an AI token project that has first appeared to be a hack. Anyone who was around for the early days of crypto remembers the John McAfee from his political diatribes. Jesus, riddled by the conspiracy theories of the insistence that the crypto was the future. He embodied some of the independent media mania that defined the early crypto industry. Isn't he dead though? I thought he died. According to the AI project website, the token is a string of defiance. Wrapped in a cryptographic brilliance that represents freedom, privacy sticking into the establishment. Oh my god. John McAfee's account says, I'm back with AI intelligent virus. What? AI intelligent? I don't know what the hell this means. An AI version of myself. You didn't think I would miss the cycle, did you? Jesus. Do not fall for scam tokens. This is only an official AI virus. What? This is nuts, guys. This is crazy stuff. From viruses to crypto to eating our own dick. McAfee, who wrote this article? My God, what a mess, man. McAfee started a computer programming. I don't really want to go into his entire history. Holy crap, man. Holy crap. So yeah, there's McAfee's gonna use that. Is he dead? I thought he was dead. I thought McAfee was dead. Is McAfee alive? Isn't he dead? All right. Let me check the chat, guys. You guys are blowing up the chat still. Jasmine cycle. This will print. What's my price target? I told you guys what my price target was. Bull target for a bull run target. Yeah, I mean, probably getting close to $1, not quite $1 for Jasmine. All-time high. I don't know if Jasmine will ever hit its all-time high this cycle. That's crazy. 10K this cycle. Wait, what? Truck Donald says 10K this cycle for what? For ETH, right? ETH is going. I think maybe. ETH is getting ready to rally. ETH is asking, "Is my wig on straight?" He died for it. That's what I thought. I thought he was like living in another country, and then he got like pushed by the Fed, and then he ended up killing himself or getting killed. I don't remember. McAfee launched his own project in 2019. It's supposedly a decentralized crypto exchange called McAfee Dex, and is now defunct. The platform notably launched McAfee's whacked token, which spread the conspiracy that sex offender Jeffrey Epstein did not kill himself. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he did not kill himself. Legal troubles, the presidency and life on the see even before McAfee got into crypto. Charges of unlawful firearms. It's hard to find a recent picture of him not holding a gun. So I guess he's alive still. Oh my God. Yeah, it looks like he's still alive and having a lot of fun, I guess, overseas. My God, look at that. That's crazy. Yeah, in Belize. Yeah, Belize. Three legals. My God, this article just keeps going on. My God, this is a novel. Yeah, I think that's all we can talk about in McAfee today. Holy crap! I thought he was dead though. Something I don't know. Something just told me that he was dead in my mind. Left his work on the world. Anyway, I'm over it. I'm over it. Elizabeth Warren joins call again. We covered it yesterday. She was giving Elon Musk so much crap, saying that basically in order to, run an efficient government, Doge has to pay, or Elon Musk has to pay his fair share of taxes. Well, then today we have another accusation from Elizabeth Warren. She joins a call for the probe of Donald Trump over crypto tokens. As I said at the beginning of this week, guys, this was not going to be a good front for the president on day one with all these freaking meme coins launching before he took office. But he probably launched them for a strategic reason, because he probably couldn't do that holding the presidency. But yeah, this is happening now. We're talking about freaking dragging CNN, as I showed you guys in another video a few days ago. CNN's covering it now. CNN was completely silent about crypto forever until the freaking Trump meme tokens. So Trump now launched two meme coins. Trump, Melania, yes, and now of course Elizabeth Warren's bringing it all up with the banking committee as well as them for crypto skepticism. Said meme coin was massively enriched Trump personally. Yeah, so I don't want to get too much into that, but just gonna say I told you so. That's it. That's all I'm gonna say. What's going on with the chat? You guys, he's dead. Yeah. So he is dead. Abdul Cindy says he's dead. He died broke. Oh, what? She has written. She has HOA written all over. Oh my God, Trotano. He would tweet a coin to the moon. Abdul Cindy. He had two before he took oath. Yeah. John McAfee was one of the OG coin influencers, according to Abdul Cindy. Not BROK. Bro. Oh, bro. Okay. Yeah, gotcha, bro. Thank you for that. Crypto stays strong as Bank of Japan hikes interest rates. Guys, if you aren't familiar with this one, Japan has been basically running on zero interest since before I was born, since the early 80s, I think. So they've been able to establish this crazy run of technology and dominance for years. And now, of course, as I showed you the World Debt Clock here on this live stream, from time in time, we go, no! Oh, damn it. I lost my laser eyes again. What is going on this week? Man. World Debt Clock for, of course, Japan still sitting at near 300% negative debt to GDP. And that is why. So, yeah, this is coming. So Bank of Japan is going to get adjusted. And yeah, we're looking at the third rate hike in less than a year, reflecting a shift in Japan's monetary policy amid persistent high inflation and projected to remain between 2.6 and 2.8% in 2025. Guys, I'm going to Japan this year. I don't care what the hell happens in this world, but the dollar swing trade right now, I mean, it's still looking pretty good. Last time I checked, it was half off for 100 yen. It used to be 100 yen was $1. Of course, being an otaku, and I kind of have to know what the going rate of the Japanese yen is when I buy all my cool little trinkets from Japan, right? But yeah, so with that happening right now, I'm definitely thinking about going to Japan this year. I wanted to go last August, but I had a death in the family. I could not make it. But yeah, let's see the Japanese yen to dollar. Probably need to do the inverse of that. Yeah, it's just going to confuse me. Oh, God. Japanese. Okay. Dollar to yen. Yeah, 1.56. Guys, you get basically 56 yen for free on the dollar compared to where it was before. Because, inflation is affecting their currency quite a bit right now. And yeah, this is one of the, it just keeps going. This started back in 2022 and has shot up to these astronomical levels, being, again, last August. I'm kind of glad I didn't go then. It would only been a little better. But anyway, I don't want to spend too much time on that. That's what's going on in Japan right now. If you guys want to go, I'll be there. I'll be there this year for sure. Oh God, great real food and the seafood, says Trugdano. Best seafood of Japan. And the society is disciplined, says Abdul Sindi. Yeah. And good evening green tea. Yes, I do like green. Oh, there's actually a person named Green Tea in the chat. Yes, how's it going? How's it going, Green Tea? I do like my green tea as well. It's so funny. The focused one, how you doing, my guy? How you doing? Baka Gaijin. Yeah, stupid Gaijin. Yeah, of course, stupid foreigner. I actually do read and write little Japanese. So yeah, just so you know. I get you. All right, moving on. Time to start trading bullish on Ethereum against Bitcoin, according to the crypto analyst. Here's his outlook. This is one's for Trugdano because he's been pretty bullish on Ethereum lately. It seems like it. What about Cardano, Trugdano? What about your baby Ada? All right. So it looks like, of course, we're all waiting for this because this used to be the biggest indicator. It's like when ETH runs, altcoin season begins, but we haven't seen it. We've been waiting forever, and Larry Fink is throwing all of his eggs in one basket with what was his name? Raoul Paul, right? Raoul Paul used to be a huge ETH bull, and now he's more Solana bull. Now he's more a Sui bull. Oh my God, he's flip flopped so many times in the last 4 or 5 years. This is going on right now. Everyone's looking at what's going on with ETH, the Bitcoin chart. I don't think it's possible, likely that we will see a new all-time for ETH on against Bitcoin on the chart, which means that we would also likely see ETH flip Bitcoin by the end of the cycle. I don't know about that. Like to see ETH flip Bitcoin by the end of the cycle, huh? ETH is trading. Of course, Bitcoin's outperformed ETH like crazy mad last year. Crazy mad. My bags have basically been stagnant on my ETH bags for ever. I can't even remember the last time he broke out of $1,000 or $2,000. It really hasn't gone anywhere. That was like 2 or 3 years ago. It sounds crazy, but its peak in 2017, ETH hit 37 billion market cap, while Bitcoin was at 43 billion. What? That's crazy. Yeah, that is crazy. That was a crazy long time ago too. All right, in the grand scheme of things, what else we got going on? Bitcoin will off races to the final major. I'm kind of done with some of these articles. They're just kind of meh. But I do have a few here I want to bring up. Dear President, this is a Bitcoin magazine, guys, saying this. Dear President, Bitcoin Reserve, not shitcoin reserve, says. I thought this title was great. Of course, Bitcoin Magazine. Yesterday, President Trump signed an executive order entitled Strengthening the American Leadership in Digital Financial Technology. I already underlined my reason why I think, in my theory, as to why they did it, right? Because they want to, have a stable footing in crypto with the next president being uncertain to be pro-crypto. The document outlines the ways the U.S. government will embrace digital assets and support the rights of citizens and businesses to engage in cryptocurrencies. Here's exactly how it reads. The working group shall evaluate the potential creation of maintenance of a national digital asset stockpile, not reserve. Potato, you could argue, I don't know. Proposed criteria for establishing such a stockpile, potentially derived from cryptocurrencies lawfully seized by the federal government through its law enforcement efforts. Stockpile is jargon. That means holding what they have, but not necessarily buying and holding, anything. That's their argument. Alex Thorne of Bitcoin Magazine. And then you can see here, U.S. government held crypto is worth 1 million, within a million. Bitcoin is, of course, 198,000 units. We covered that before. Falling down from 204 or something like that last year. $20 billion roughly. ETH 54,000 USDT. Why do we have a stockpile of USDT? Wrap Bitcoin 750, which is, of course, was just purchased not that long ago. BNB 40,000. Why do we have this crap? Why do we want BNB? Oh my god. It makes me feel some kind of way. But anyway, this idea is the government would hold onto 16 other crypto assets. The government's holding both silly and pointless, he says, none of these or other assets were designed to store value, and a chunk of them are just digital versions of ever debasing US dollar. I like that, how they put that there. Of course, why are they holding USDC? In other words, there's no reason for the US to stockpile digital assets that are potentially losing value versus Bitcoin. Of course, everything going losing dollar against Bitcoin, without ever giving into features that differentiate Bitcoin from other assets. The list above, it is hard-coded, perfectly scarce, and of course the network's level of decentralization. One needs not only to take note of the fact that the digital assets has ever made subsequent. Oh my God, I can't even speak tonight, guys. I've been running high on the adrenaline now. The bull markets just understand why this is. It makes sense to hold Bitcoin. I mean, even someone with whose company evaluates shitcoins for a living agrees. And this is Ryan Selkis. I didn't donate $12 million to Kamala at the cost of GOP 3 additional Senate seats like Ripple did, but I'm still going to help Donald Trump and the team understand why XRP is the poster child for why we shouldn't have the national crypto reserve. Bitcoin reserve or nothing. Wow, that's crazy. I did not know he posted that. So please, Donald Trump, please beef up the Bitcoin stockpile by swapping the other 16 digital assets you're looking for Bitcoin. Yeah, should be a Bitcoin-only approach has worked out for Bukele, and why it would work out for America as well. Ooh, what a mouthful. What a mouthful, guys. But yeah, that seems to be the direction, of course, Bitcoin Magazine wants to go, because they're Bitcoin maxis. But I don't disagree with it. We were not given that narrative from the get-go. He was at Bitcoin Nashville, not shitcoin Nashville, right? Just saying. Just saying. All right, how's it going on the chat, guys? Oh my God, bullish on both so much. Litecoin is, of course, Cardano saying about ETH versus ADA, right? Because I'm calling them out on Cardano. Litecoin is likely to see the first coin to approve for ETFs. Oh God, I can't talk tonight. For the Nasdaq, yeah, I think that makes the most sense, to be honest, Focus. Although we are getting the Doge, right? We're getting the Bonk. We're getting the freaking Trump token that just launched like 5-6 days ago or whatever. ADA 8x this cycle, easy money. Not a bad target. ADA 1420 top is Chuck Dono's call. Damn. I think that lines up close to what I put too. I think I had like a $12 ADA. Danny says, yo, had a busy day shopping. They say hi. Hey, how's it going, Vegeta? How's it going? At least 80% Bitcoin, 20% on whatever altcoins is fine. I think that's a good approach for the crypto stockpile, right? Yeah, I think that's a good approach. I mean, I would like to see them pump some of my ETH bags, some of my XRP bags, some of my, Solana bags. Obviously, they have a huge Solana pool now with the Trump tokens, although it does not disclose any Solana holdings, which is strange with all the narratives happening recently. All right, let's get into the Twitter segment real quick. Oh my God, we're running a little late tonight, but that's fine. Yeah, so I got some stuff I want to share with you guys tonight. Of course, the 3 catalysts that Michael Saylor says will take Bitcoin to $5 million per coin with the repeal of SAB 121. All of the pieces of the Triforce. Oh, you guys can't see it. Damn it. But I got the Triforce on one of my screens right now. Is now coming to fruition. We will have all 3 pieces, and they've fallen into place. Spot Bitcoin ETF approval, check. Traditional bank custody of Bitcoin, check. And a fair value accounting for the FSAB, which happened last year, check. It's all going to zero against Bitcoin, right? We got everything. We got everything we need. And of course, Michael Saylor said this today.
500,000, they take us to 5 million a coin, right? Those 3 things are a spot ETF where someone can go ahead and buy $100 million of Bitcoin by a security, an ETF security. I think that's 1. 2 is your bank is going to custody it for you and lend against it. And 3 is I can mark it up or mark it down on my balance sheet based on fair value. Pari passu. It'll be pari passu to the way I'd handle Apple stock, or at least that good. If you have property with fair value accounting, by the way, it becomes pari passu to the way you'd handle treasury bonds on a treasury.
You guys know how he goes. He goes forever. He goes on forever. But yeah, anyway, Michael Saylor, of course, saying that was it. That was it. And we're going to 5 million coin regardless. It's pretty much official now, guys. We're over. We're done. We're done. Oh my God! Because of course there is no second.
Which one's the best crypto asset? Well, Bitcoin's the best crypto asset. Okay. What's the second best? There is no second best. There's no second best crypto asset. Which one's the best crypto asset?
We're done working now, guys. Now we don't even need to walk to work anymore. We're just gonna have people, just kind of cart us around. Yeah, we got security regulators. I don't want my feet to ever touch the ground ever again. That's such a, yeah. It must be a prince being transported or something. The securities regulators now allow Wall Street banks to hold Bitcoin. Yes, huge deal. SAB 121 repeal. Huge freaking deal. Senator Lummis, I told you this was the year for Bitcoin. Yeah, she told us. We'll see. You got to put your money where the mouth is, though. We got to see, the shitcoin reserve. We need a Bitcoin reserve. Hera-san, of course. This is my Jasmine news I've been preluding, right? Hera-san says that he likes to play the game cat and mouse, having made a reference to the post the other day to Junction and the University of Science and Technology in Tokyo. Today they confirmed in an interview that the University of Tokyo will use Jasmine, of course, through Junction. So yeah, this is kind of breaking pretty crazy stuff. I also have another video which I gotta get to in a bit. Again, crazy stuff happening in our country right now. Look at this. This is the freaking chaos we have at the border. People trying to get out of the States, man. Oh my God. I couldn't believe this. Like, you don't even need the military except to show everyone how to get out. Man, it's nuts. It really is a overnight difference from the president just in 1 week. Breaking Solana surpasses all of the big blockchains combined 24-hour on-chain trading volume for the second or third day in a row, guys. I keep talking about this. Solana is blowing everyone's mind. You can't do this on ETH. I'm sure ETH would collapse if we had this kind of trading volume right now without the true scalability efforts being put into place. Vitalik, get on it, man. Get on it, my guy. So yeah, entire 52% of the entire crypto space. It's insane. Oh God. And then yeah, we really went from President Trump calling crypto a scam to making the US capital of crypto. Oh, it's crazy. Yeah, and this one I thought was really interesting too. Musk finds $100 million worth of our money and laundered through football. And the strange things they talk about too, guys. You can't make this crap up.
Example, the National Huddle Standardization Board. This board spent $12 million annually ensuring football teams maintained the perfect circular huddle formation. Musk scrapped it, tweeting, "Huddles don't win games, plays do. Circular thinking, literal."
One of my favorite ones is
your
the water, the Gatorade thing.
Line weight optimization task force. Now, they were charged with ensuring linemen didn't get too heavy. This task.
Oh my God.
Just wear better shoes or play barefoot security. They had a $20 million budget, and this agency's sole purpose was to prevent wardrobe malfunctions. Musk dismissed it, tweeting,
"This is crazy stuff, guys." Oh my God, I really wanted to see the Gatorade one again. I think it was somewhere towards the end. It must have been in the middle. But yeah, they had like a task force like ensuring that cleats were perfect for players. They had a task force. I mean, if any of this is true, I mean, this is pretty crazy for the wardrobe malfunctions of the Super Bowl halftime show. They had to have matching team apparel, it's crazy. What's this, kale diets? And I can't find it, but yeah, he was saying they had to control the colors of all the the Gatorade had to match the team's colors. Oh my God, I can't find it, but it was absurd, absolutely absurd stuff, crazy stuff. That of course Doge will be saving us. I mean, it's still a drop in the bucket, but nonetheless, it's pretty humorous. It's gonna be a lot more of that. Jasmine to expanding Europe, guys. U.S. markets as well in 2025. I believe it's also mentioned that it could have misheard, but in the previous segment, there is currently 4,000 nodes running on Junction. some of the best parts on the interview regarding Jasmine and the plan for 2025 and Junction. Yeah, so they had this.
APAC industry to Europe and US in 2025. Yeah, that's a little bit long, but also we can open the test environment for some academic from Japanese universities, Tokyo universities, and some startups who want to use the GPUs for creating their own large language models.
Yes.
And the second one is also utilizing some data or some storage services. So Junctions is also named by JCT. It's also fastly create JCT. JCT means Jasmine Chain Tokens.
Jasmine's Chain's token.
Yes, Jasmine is only issued by ERC20 on Ethereum. And we just want to build own mainnet on Junctions. So on Junction, yeah, exactly. So that's why we aim to implement the Jasmine on Junctions. It's also really famous and already valued from this market. So mainly focusing on payment on this Junction GPU providing services and any other services or dApps like airdrop to expand.
So yeah, pretty cool stuff. Hara, of course, outlining that, yeah, they could be utilizing Jasmine for payments on Junction, right? Huge stuff. It's all coming here right around the corner. Freaking Hara is doing the work now. Again, people get so mad when they don't see anything for such a long period of time. But of course, there's stuff happening in the background all the time. All right. Almost 16,000 pump now waits for Jasmine. Again, people are going crazy. Crypto Newslands covered this. This was front page and center just this morning. I think I saw this, or last night. It was probably last night. 16,000% pump waits from Jasmine. I don't know, man. I don't know. You should see some of the comments on this. It's like, are you high? What are you smoking? Like, I love some of these comments. But yeah, when it happens, I think we're going to melt faces. I just don't know. I personally don't think 16,000%, 160x from here. I don't know. Maybe you told me that from last year. Maybe that would make more sense. But yeah, Jasmine's getting a lot more coverage here in this last week, man. I haven't seen this many news coverages ever talking about Jasmine. Right, check out on chat real quick. I buy crypto with fiat, get my profits for free. That's right. That's right. What the LOL. Good. Tradon says good. FCC went Fauci. 25 will be great. 25 regarding to what? $25 Cardano? Are you talking about Cardano? Your voice audio is really low. The Twitter is much louder. Oh yeah, thanks, Focus. Yeah. Definitely got to play with that because I've been having a lot of issues with audio going back and forth with different sources of audio for the other stream I do after this one. But yeah, I'll see if I can play with that a little bit. You said my audio is lower than the sound from the videos. Let's see if we can change that. Where is the videos? See my video player. Where is the? There it is. Browser. Yes, the Brave browser. Guys, if you aren't using Brave browser, let me know if this is better next video. If you aren't using Brave browser, you don't need to watch all the ads on YouTube. Get Brave browser. Save yourself. Of course, pro crypto platform as well. All right. Big BlackRock spot Bitcoin ETF volume surpasses $1 billion in the first 2 hours of today's trading session, guys. Crazy. Today's going to be a wild day. I'm sure it was. Senator Lemon says, thank God for Bitcoin. She
irresponsibly, with no plan to address it. So thank God for Bitcoin and other non-fiat currencies that transcends the irresponsibility of governments, including our own. That is an indictment of our responsibility, Democrats and Republicans, presidents and Congress, our responsibility to address this looming, predictable, massive.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy that she came out and just flat out said that. Isn't that, Focus? It's crazy. But yeah, that's how it is right now in America, man. People have had it. People, especially people in office right now that know what's been going on and are now, you know, making big moves. Especially now that Cynthia Lummis has people to work with her. I'm sure she's super happy being around people, smart people that know what's going on. The true leader of shitcoin country, shitcoin free country, Bitcoin country. Max Kaiser says, of course, showing a picture of Javier Milei. Wow. Nayib Bukele, of course, president of El Salvador. Trump and Doge ETFs to be approved by Monday, according to the rumor alert on Twitter. That would be insane. Oh my God. That'd be insane. Bitcoin has officially infiltrated Wall Street. Bank CEOs, asset managers, microtrader regulators are all embracing Bitcoin. Of course, Panthea Populato coming out with that.
Hundreds of patents on blockchain already. We know how to enter the field.
Big Bad BlackRock's Larry Fink, the CEO of the largest asset manager in the world. Here's what he had to say about Bitcoin recently.
You could have an internationally based instrument called Bitcoin. I was with a sovereign wealth fund. Should we have a 2% allocation? Should we have a 5% allocation? If everybody adopted that conversation, you know, it would be 500,000, 600,000, 700,000 per Bitcoin.
And lastly, the SEC has created a crypto task force. They've put Hester Peirce in charge, and this is a 180-degree different approach to the regulation of these assets than the prior administration. Regardless of where you look on Wall Street, whether it's the bank CEOs, the asset managers, the regulators, or the macro traders, everyone has their eyes on Bitcoin. Bitcoin is winning, Bitcoin is infiltrating Wall Street, and I think that Bitcoin's run is only just beginning.
I agree with you, Pomp. I agree with you. And then, freaking Ross put out this video.
Last night, Donald Trump granted me a full pardon. I was doing life without parole, and I was locked up for more than 11 years. But he let me out. I'm a free man now. So let it be known that Donald Trump is a man of his word. Thank you so much, President Trump, for giving me this amazing blessing. I'm so grateful to have my life back, to have my future back, to have this second chance. This is such an important moment for me and for my whole family. It's an important moment for everybody who's been working for this for years. This is a victory, and it's your victory too. And this is an important moment for everybody, everywhere, who loves freedom and who cares about second chances. So it feels amazing to be free, to say the least. It's overwhelming, and for the next however long that we need, I'm going to be with my family so that we can reunite and be whole again and heal. But there's a lot to talk about, and I look forward to re-engaging the free world.
Awesome stuff. I'm happy you put that out. And he said something so bullish in there. Like, he just kind of inched it on in there. He said, Trump is a man of his word, right? We're all going to be holding Mr. Trump to his word on that Bitcoin strategic reserve as well. But yeah, I'm super happy to see he finally got out. He finally got out. Bitcoin only, you dumbass. Of course, going back to what I just said. Bitcoin only. Anyway, and then, yeah, Jerome Powell is chilling outside as Trump demands that the interest rates drop immediately. I don't know if he could do that. We'll see. We'll see how that goes. And then, Kathy Wood, as we were talking about earlier, with her reaction to the meme coin craziness, right? I don't think we need to get too into that. But yeah, we already read what she said on that. All right, let's get into it, guys. Let's get into it. Let's see what the normies are doing. Let's see what the normies are talking about. Are they looking up anything interesting that pertains to our space today? You follow the normies, you follow the money. Where's all the money going? Celebrities and sports? Yeah, celebrities and sports. DJ Unk passed away. I don't know. I don't know who that is. Morgan Wallen tour. I don't know who that is either. FEMA. Yeah, FEMA under Trump. I don't know how that's going with Trump now. Mikko Rantanen. Taylor Hall. I don't know what that is either. The normies are just looking up all this crap. I don't know. Don Julio Popeye's collaboration. Really? 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 Target Day. Cavaliers, sports. U.S. Spirit Airlines dress code tattoos. You're not allowed to have dress code or tattoos in our dress code. I guess on Spirit Airlines. Like, I didn't even heard of Spirit Airlines. American Airlines, yeah, but United, Spirit, I don't know. Purdue basketball, sports. Financial company. Why? That's just a random thing. Why are people looking up financial companies? Shamar Mayer, the investments. Woo, people are, what? This is crazy. The normies getting into investments and finances now? What? Maybe people are trying to figure out what these bills mean for them in their workspace. ISU women's basketball, sports. United Airlines flight emergency landing. Yikes, I don't want to be on that flight. Pete Carroll age. Why? Pelicans, Grizzlies, sports, and normies love their sports. All right, what's going on with the Bitcoin searches for the normies? Are they even paying attention? I would tell you, on face value, no, they're probably not. Let's just double check. And look at that, the low. Look, one of the lowest on record for the month. Wow, on the normie searches for today. It hurt my brain, man. It hurt my brain. All right, taking us back, of course, into our heat map for Bitcoin. Let's take a look and see what we are now that we just spent the last hour talking about our current trend in the markets, our culture for Bitcoin, everything else in crypto, all the metrics we went over. How is it feeling with that all being said? Let's take a look at Bitcoin and the book map. Man, well, if you zoom out, it looks really good. That's why you gotta zoom out sometimes. Oh my God, we're catching all the crazy predictions we've made. I cannot believe how on it I've been in the last freaking 15 days. Look at this, guys. Last night we talked about Bitcoin, and of course, our bear, base, and bull case scenario for Bitcoin pretty much followed almost exactly to a T. Our bullish scenario, even landing onto. Look at this. Even landing onto where I said the Super Bowl troll target was gonna land. Like, I couldn't believe that. It's so funny. But yeah, of course, we completely ignored our super bear target again, which is fine. It's just to appease the trolls out there. I love this one because, of course, we're always going to land on 87K because that's where the bears want to go. The super bears want to go to 87K because they didn't get to buy more Bitcoin at lower levels. I'm sorry, my guys. It's not going to happen. So anyway, so yeah, with that being said, we're going to get into it again. Let's check out the chat before I get diving into, of course, our ritual of the evening. We're going to, of course, light the Bitcoin candle and do a little bit of chaos magic for the faint of heart. We're not going to sacrifice any animals because actually I don't even eat animals, to be honest. But yeah, we are going to, of course, be celebrating the moon with the moonstone and yeah, appeasing the Bitcoin gods with the Bitcoin candle. Whether that aligns with your religious beliefs, it doesn't matter. This is satire. This is all fictional. Anyway, I can't find my lighter, so we may not be able to light the... I was trying to light some money on fire earlier, but I couldn't even find my freaking lighter. I need more Bitcoin lighters, man. My pizza lighter. Where's my pizza lighter? We're really gonna do this? We're gonna do this without the candle tonight. All right. Oh, that's fine. All right. Let's see what's going on in the chat. 2025 for profits. Hopefully my voice is better now. For focus, I'm not sure. Hell yeah, I did bump it up like an extra 20% over 100%. Something's going on with my software, man. I gotta figure it out. Hell yeah, looking good for Ross. Yes, good for Ross. Is that bacon? That looks like bacon in the chat. Life without parole for writing code. So evil. So yeah, exactly. That's the same problem we had with the samurai guys, right? And probably if Satoshi was out there and living and we knew who he was, he'd probably be up there. We wouldn't even be having this conversation right now. We would have, they would have rolled that all on out. Unless, it is a potential, CIA planted device, Bitcoin being planted for the masses to adopt so that we can move out of this legacy market and they can collapse everything. There's also a possibility too. I'm not ruling out anything. Eat some bacon. Focus One says. I'm good. Anyway, moving on from here. I've had plenty of years eating bacon, man. I know what it tastes like. I remember. But I moved on from that, as we are going to move on to hopefully bigger price targets in the future. Bitcoin right now at 9 p.m. still sitting flat at 104,600. Looking at 9 p.m. Breaking out. Hopefully, again, we're touching some of these lower levels on the lowest level on the day, actually. We're going back to where we broke out on Thursday right now, touching this bottom target. Yeah, pretty much bouncing off that. A little bit rolling over. We'll take a look at heat map real quick and see that the order books are setting in right now. But like I said before, the heat map is showing me that we're going to see a potential, that was yesterday's 108, potential breakout if we do get super bull targets, some crazy stuff, right over 110K, bouncing out somewhere between 112, that's what we saw earlier, and then we saw a potential low of, it was like 100K, yeah, that's already drawn down there. So yeah, we're going to be somewhere within that range, I think, range bound still, until, more money gets thrown at it. But yeah, that's 3 a.m. For the market close in the evening for the foreign markets, and the afternoon trading. Yes, we're good to go. All right, let's take a look and see what's going on with the heat map. Bitcoin right now sitting at 104 and some change. We got liquidity still building up around it. Man, they're putting up a huge wall at the previous all-time high. So that's up there. That's going to be a big bounce unless we burst through that. That's setting up pretty harsh, and actually setting up really big buys where we are right now, which is actually intense because we're not even back down to 99K levels. So setting up those buy orders in. All right. So with that being said, it looks like a pretty strong buy wall right where we are right here. Right in between there. So I would be hard pressed to say in our bull target, we're probably not going to stay very long there. Our bear target, we're definitely going to straddle that, fall down somewhere. In our base case, just kind of playing through that level. That'd be my guess for the evening. Let's draw that out and see what it looks like. All right. So in our base case target, we're basically going to just stick to this line right here. And yeah, midnight comes around. We're on the 15-minute. Let's zoom in a little bit before we draw this line. Let me check on the chat real quick. I know guys are throwing. Truck Donald says good segue. yes. Yeah, I try, man. I try. All right. So 104. Yeah. So we're probably gonna bounce off that key level psychological target 104 on our base case scenario. Kind of return a little bit in the afternoon when Japan wakes up, starts trading. Sideways deck down, retest. 3 a.m. just kind of knock out a little bit, just kind of fall back down in the morning. But honestly, we're going into Sunday, so if we do fall down, we might just bounce back. So we're really not, we're kind of range bound right now between 106 and 104.5 in the short term. I'm actually going to go a little bullish than that on our base case scenario, because I feel like I want to be wrong, damn it. I want to really be wrong one freaking night. So I'm gonna be a little more bullish tonight on everything, except for our super bear. We gotta touch that 87K for our super bear every night, just for fun. All right, so that right there is gonna be our base target marked in yellow. We got that in yellow. So we're pretty much going nowhere with our base target. Then our bull target, we're gonna go same sort of thing, follow the same sort of trend line, except we're gonna just kind of stay up here and trend upward into the weekend. That'd be my guess. You know what? Screw it. I'm gonna go even further up. Why not? Like I said, I want to be wrong. Damn it. Maybe yeah, 3 o'clock in the afternoon tomorrow. We just kind of consolidate back downward and something like that. So that's gonna be our bull target. And then we've got our bear case scenario, which is pretty much we're just gonna roll over, similar thing where we are now, but fall through and retest. What, 100K somewhere over the weekend? That'd be my guess. Oh my God, we can't even go down far enough. Oh my God. The end of tomorrow, the foreign market sells off to 100K. We bounce back up, something like that. We'll kind of play out for our bear target, and then our bull case scenario, which is gonna be a Super Bowl, not the Super Bowl, but a Super Bowl. Scenario, which is going to be, we're going to be bull-tard, crazy. We're going up here. We're going to sit there at the previous all-time high, break on out to 110K, and fall back down and roll on over. So I'd love to see that play out again, where our Super Bowl price touched our bullish target in the long term. And then our super bear. Our super bear is going to be fun, of course. I got to zoom out for that one because we got to go super low. These retard bears think they're really going to fall down that low. But you know what? There's a place for everyone in Bitcoin hell, and it's right down here. And that's where the super bears go to where they're... I can't even draw it all the way down there, guys. That's the super bear target. And honestly, it's really not even realistic because honestly, we would chop down even further if we were to fall right now. And we would retest 90, 97. I mean, there's so many buy zones down there. There's no way we're just gonna crash fall to 87K. It's so stupid to even draw this damn thing. And we return somewhere. What is that? Take us into Sunday. Oh my God, this is so true. I love it. I love it. All right, so that's our super bear, our Super Bowl, our bullish and our base and our bear case scenarios. Man, I just keep going crazy with these predictions. But realistically, we're probably going to be somewhere within these lines. There's going to be very low volatility over the weekends. When people catch up to what we did this week, over the weekend, read some news, we could see a higher price for Bitcoin. And I know altcoins, again, they've rallied like crazy, like Jasmine over the last February. Just its craziest days were on a Saturday, right? On a freaking Saturday. Which for them would have been early morning, like super AM for Sunday morning, right? It's crazy stuff. See, guys are talking about Scrapple and stuff. Finding value is the key. Trucdano says yes. If MicroStrategy has to pay tax on unrealized gains, Bitcoin would crash to that low. Yeah, thank God we don't have to worry about any of that crazy nonsense that the Kamala administration was trying to push. Holy crap. You imagine if we'd had to pay unrealized capital gains tax in our country? I think everyone would have been left by now, especially XRP. They would have been the first out the gate. All right, guys. So that's what I got for you tonight. Man, we actually ran a long stream tonight, 9:30. Thanks for coming out. I'm going to actually join Rob here in a bit. He's been shooting me invites when he gets caught up with his chat. So you guys can catch me over there. Hopefully it's probably going to be a crazy stream again because XCN's blowing up like crazy. His entire audience is loving it. And I'm loving it too because he's made me some money. So not going to lie. I will see you guys over there and have a good one. Be safe. Don't do anything stupid.
What are you, stupid?
And I will catch you guys later. Peace.
CBOE that BlackRock and Fidelity's proposals are insufficient.
We can make the dollar the most attractive currency by continuing to have the rule of law.
You always print money to do that.
I suppose it would diminish our status as the reserve currency.
Just shut up. There's no expectation of privacy above me in the sky.
So Bitcoin is the solution because you can buy Bitcoin right.
You guys got the link? Yes, it's in the description. I will be there soon. See ya!
bet.